Tokenization is gaining momentum, and Bitwise CIO Matt Hougan believes XRP could be one of the cleanest, most direct ways to invest in this next major wave of blockchain adoption. In his weekly memo, Hougan spotlighted the rapid growth of real-world asset, RWA, tokenization and emphasized that exposure to assets like XRP may offer investors a strong position in a market poised to scale into the trillions. Let's unpack what this means, why XRP is central to the conversation, and how institutional players like BlackRock, Mercado Bitcoin, and even the US SEC are playing a role in what could become crypto's most practical use case yet. XRP and the tokenization boom. Real-world asset tokenization isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's becoming a serious movement. For those unfamiliar, tokenization refers to bringing traditional assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, onto blockchain platforms for easier, faster, and more transparent settlement. According to BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, this shift isn't hypothetical. In a quote shared by Hougan, Fink says, "Everything from stocks to bonds to funds and assets will be tokenized someday." That's a bold projection, but when it comes from the world's largest asset manager, it gets attention. Hougan builds on that idea by highlighting the sheer scale. Stocks and bonds alone represent a $257 trillion market. That dwarfs the stablecoin sector, which U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says could grow to $2 trillion by 2030. What's happening on the ground? Tokenization is not just a future theory, it's already being implemented. Hougan referenced several key developments just in the past month. Mercado Bitcoin, a major Latin American crypto exchange, announced plans to tokenize $200 million in fixed income and equity assets directly on the XRP ledger. That's a real application, not a proof of concept. Robinhood and Kraken both launched tokenized stock trading platforms using Ethereum's Arbitrum and the Solana network, respectively, though access is limited to non-US users. In parallel, Coinbase has filed a request with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to allow U.S. investors access to tokenized stock products. And in a rare supportive remark, SEC Chair Paul Atkins called tokenization a significant innovation. All of this suggests that the rails for large-scale adoption are being built right now, and the XRP ledger is one of the core infrastructures powering it. So why is XRP standing out in Hougan's view? According to him, the XRP ledger is not just fast and efficient, it's already being used by institutions. From Mercado Bitcoin's RWA announcement to the Dubai Land Department choosing XRPL for its real estate tokenization project, XRP's utility is being demonstrated, not theorized. Hougan recommended gaining exposure to tokenization through a basket of Layer 1 blockchains and infrastructure plays. These include Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Chainlink, each playing a different but complementary role in the tokenization ecosystem. He added that owning XRP is a direct way to benefit from the shift toward tokenizing traditional financial instruments, especially as XRPL continues to attract enterprise-level adoption. If XRP captures just 20% of the projected $18 trillion tokenization market by 2033, analysts suggest the price could realistically range between $37 and $54, depending on its circulating supply. That would represent a massive increase from today's price near $2.20. The growth potential, as Bitwise frames it, lies not in hype, but in infrastructure-level relevance. Finally, Hougan didn't stop at crypto tokens. He also mentioned stocks like Coinbase, Circle, and Robinhood as alternative ways to gain exposure to tokenization. These companies are building platforms to support tokenized assets and stand to benefit if the market scales as expected. Bitwise's position is clear. Tokenization isn't just a concept, it's a transformation in motion. And XRP, by virtue of its speed, regulatory clarity, and growing institutional use, is right in the middle of that shift. As Matt Hougan puts it, buying XRP may be the cleanest way to invest in the rise of tokenization. The question now is whether the market agrees, and how long it takes for that consensus to form. Thanks for watching. If tokenization really is the next trillion-dollar frontier, XRP may be one of its earliest winners.